Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Carrie with Garden Mess. Looks like we've had some wind this morning. But I'm out here to get some things in the ground today, so I'll be tackling that. Gotta love the trains. Alright, so now it's time to get some plants in the ground. Now, because we had some rainy weather, I think it rained like, I don't know, 5-7 days in a row. And so now it's kind of dried. The last 2 days it has not rained. So I'm going to try to get some more plants in the ground. And anyway, just take you along for the ride. Back here, now this one doesn't get hit with much water, and we've had a lot of rain. Now we have had some Japanese beetles. This one is actually starting to look better also as we've cleared up with the rain. But you can even see, like, let me see if I can get back there. I mean, we've had so much rain. Can you see the sparkling on these flower heads? Now that's from the slugs, and they are quick. I mean, whenever it's raining, they come out and they feast away. But I actually have one rose starting. This is a Belinda's dream, by the way. It doesn't get hit with water unless it rains. And look, it looks pretty good. And it's not defoliated like my other ones. That is an assassin. Hey, that one flies. Huh, did not know they flew. Ooh, it's gonna be a hot one today. We've been kind of spoiled with all the rain. Look, like even my red bud is getting that red Ceresopsis, or anyway, it's just a fungus from all the rain splashing up on the leaves and whatnot. It does this every year too. Another thing that if they could create it to come out of dormancy after the rainy season, that would be great. This is a button bush. I got this from we went to Memphis, Tennessee, and went to the botanical garden after a big freeze. There wasn't much to look at there, but they were giving out little twigs, and they gave us a button bush. I think these are almost ready to eat. Look, we've had so much rain, I'm getting mushrooms, but I think these are almost ready to eat. Ooh, why is that one so disgusting? Maybe the amount of rain split it. Oh my, that looks yummy. Not the end though, but the rest of it looks good. I should try that. Should take that in. Eat that. I don't know much about figs, so I'm kind of nervous about it. Oh, that one split too. It's got to be the amount of rain. Ooh, that one does not look good though. That one's gonna go in the compost pile or the compost bin. Yeah. Okay, I'll go focus on that later. That was disgusting. Oh no. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Leaf curl? Uh-oh. I think this is a salvia. I have to come back and check and see what the problem is with that. It may not be getting enough water, but it just rained a whole bunch, so that can't be it. Anyway, I'm going to plant these little Vincas in here, and that was what I was trying to do yesterday, but it was still too wet. So that's what I'm going to do now after I take this fig inside. But once I get this all planted up, I do plan to start using that preen granular stuff that you can put in your flower beds, and it keeps the seeds from germinating. You have to do it regularly. It's not like once and you're done, but it is something I'll probably start incorporating just to limit how many weeds come out of it. So. I couldn't find the red, but I decided on something else. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this is a Celosia, and it's one of my discount rack plants, and it has this nice pretty orange color, kind of a creamy orange, and I think I'm going to put it, well, there's a zinnia that has some creamy orange in it right there. And so I thought, well, I'd pull that color and put it right here, right between the white, the yellow, and the blue. So I'm going to move these rocks out. Move my camera back some. And that's where I'm going to plant this. Now this has a bigger root ball, so I'm going to need a little bit more, a little larger of a hole. Now I'm just going to stop the recording and just do all this because it's actually taking me a little longer than I anticipated. I've got my hole dug. Now there are some tree roots under here that might be in my way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the roots, wherever they may be. Okay, there we go. All right, there's the roots. That's a little lower than I'd like. So I'll put some of this soil back in. Celosia is a drought tolerant plant. It doesn't need a lot of moisture. And I still have to come back with the mulch, so it needs to sit up some, just a little more. Don't fall. Okay, that's great. Again, leaving it high so I can bring some mulch in, and it doesn't like being waterlogged, so we'll fill this area up with some mulch, and then I'll come and keep removing this grass. So this is, it just says just a normal Celosia. It doesn't say what kind it is. Plumosia, Celosia, plumosa, but it's just your annual Celosia. But it does get about 15 inches high and about 15 inches wide. So probably take up this space right here and probably get up to about that high. And it does need full sun, which of course it is. Now it dies when it hits 32 degrees, it'll die back. It will self-seed. It will not come back from the roots, but it will self-seed. Isn't that pretty? Now look, that's not even the best that it looks. That's looking ragged because it's been in its pot for so long. I think that's going to be so pretty. Now I have a gomphrena, and I don't know if it's going to make the same video. We'll see. Have to see how long this video is. But I have a gomphrena that I plan to put, I'm thinking just kind of stick it back here so that little pops of color pop through. I may not, because I am going to try and cut this. Well, I'm going to cut it back, but I'm also going to see about relocating it also, kind of like I did that white, what was that? That was an iceberg rose. But I do have another one of these white zinnias, and I think I'm going to, and you can see it's kind of yellowed because it's been sitting in its can, and I've been keeping it watered from below. Anyway, but I will probably, see there's a white Vinca there. I might actually put it, let me think about this. I might put it right there. I wonder if I have another one. I might put it right here to give a pop of white there. And then also, I would love to have a pop of white right there. So let me go see if I have another one of these. All right, I've got another one, but I know it's white because there is one little flower bud. But it's looking kind of eek. So I'm going to put this one more in the shade over here, and then the other one that has more green to it I'll put over in the full sun right away. This will get enough sun to grow there, but I just don't want it to get burnt because the leaves are kind of chlorosis. It's amazing the difference in the soil when you've had mulch on it the last couple of years. How easy, how it begins to change its, we could go a little higher than that. Yeah, the consistency is pretty good. I'm really pleased with it. Make a space for this, stick it in there. Oh, nope, that's a little too shallow. That's better. Oh, oopsies. I broke a stem. Well, we'll just bury it under. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me remove some leaves. There we go. And we'll put that on underneath the soil. Since it's broke, maybe it'll root. All right. All right. Well, the shade, got kind of overcast out, so that's nice. It's starting to look pretty though with the play on the colors. We've got, here, well, let me take this off the tripod. I'm sorry if this video is getting too long. All right, so we've got, aside from my asparagus, which I have not transplanted yet, I have not dug it up to transplant it. Still letting it get some energy to the roots. But we have a weed, so we'll have to yank this sucker out. I don't even know what kind of weed this is. Get that grass too. But we have a salvia here. And I think this is just an annual salvia. I know what those are called. I just can't think of them right now. Oh, well, it's called did have an ice plant there. That's not what I just removed. Although it kind of looked like an ice plant, but it's not. Because my ice plant did not have itty bitty little white flowers like that. So this must have grown in the place of the ice plant. It might have died. I don't know what happened to it. I don't see it though. Of course, it could be under that pot. My husband might have moved that pot right onto it. My pot of soil, potting soil. All right, so then I have, and I don't see the tag. But I'm pretty sure, well, I forgot what this is. Now I'm going to have to go back and look. But I have a lantana, and this is just an annual type lantana. And then I have this zinnia, and oh my gosh, I just love this color. It is so pretty, y'all. I don't even know if you can, the sun just came out, so you probably can't see it for its full beauty, but it's not like a hot orange. It's like a peachy melon. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I have some echinacea, and then I have some phlox. That's the luminary, I want to say it's luminary pink. Then I have a Joseph's coat, or is that Cuban gold? I can never remember, but that bright green ball there. And then I have a false indigo baptisia right here, and it blooms. I think this is the lemon meringue variety, and it blooms yellow spikes, yellow flowers. And I have another one of those annual salvia. And then I have some gay feather also. I think it's also called, oh shoot, now I forgot. Slipped my mind. The gay feather. And then that's a salvia. I think it's Rockin' the Blues salvia. Have it tag. No, Rockin' Fuchsia salvia. Oh, that's a weed. Come here, you. Isn't it crazy how, like, the weeds know that they should camouflage themselves to look very similar to your other plants? Okay, that is an Amsonia Storm Cloud. So, Amsonia Storm Cloud. I'm looking forward to seeing if it can survive in my area. And then this is kind of just taking care of some sickly plants back there. They get a lot of protection. But this little area is starting to come together. This is a salvia. What is the name of it? Pink Perfusion Salvia. Although, that, maybe that's why it was on the discount rack, y'all. Because this does not look pink. Nope, does not look pink. This looks I mean, put it up to the white. It's purple. Of course, the tag kind of looks, I mean, that's the color that's the tag shows. That's just not very pink, but maybe that's just what they named it. Blue Evolvulus, or Blew My Mind. Ooh. And then there's some more Vinca. And then I've got a hodgepodge back here. I've got a clematis growing, but it's not putting out any blooms. And I've got, well, it blooms something because there's some seed heads. And then I've got some Feverfew that I let grow wild back here. And I've got some, I think those are not poppies, but primrose. These things with the little red tips. This is primrose, and it self-seeds and kind of grows wild. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, y'all be blessed. Bye-bye now.